I'm starting to kind of feel like a broken record. I'm starting to kind of feel like a broken record because every time I get together with you, I tell you, oh, this is a game changer. But it kind of is a game changer. This is going to save you huge amounts of time. It's going to make your productivity soar. Wouldn't it be great to jump on AI, a tool like Gemini, which is the AI chatbot over at Google, and be able to run a report and search for old newspapers, for example, without spending a bunch of time figuring out how to write a prompt? If you've been dabbling in AI, and I hope you'll go in comments, we know kind of what your experience level is at this point, you have probably found that writing the prompt is the biggest challenge because it has to be accurate. It has to be pinpointed so that you can get what you want. And you end up spending time on that. So we're losing a little bit of time when AI is gaining us time through its work. And wouldn't it be even better if once you put all that effort into writing your prompts that you could somehow save them so that you could use them like in a little app of your very own to be able to run repetitive tasks? Because there are a lot of things that we do in genealogy that we do on a regular basis. And that is exactly what Gemini Gems is going to do for us. So let me show you kind of a quick example. So I have my gem manager here. This is a gem that I've created. Okay. And so I have it set up so that I can turn this gem on and say, Winthrop, Minnesota. I put this in a place. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what records are online available for Winthrop. Now, I want Winthrop area newspapers. Hopefully, there's going to be one for the town itself, but it might be the surrounding area. And when I type in Winthrop, Minnesota in my prompt, that's all I had to do. It goes through and starts making a list. Now, what I can do is say Winthrop, Minnesota, 1850 to 1930, and redo it. Whoop, absolutely. And here is a comprehensive list of websites, which newspapers they have, which years they cover, and links to those websites. That fast. Now, think about how many places within your family tree. You've got people from all over the country, if not all over the world. And you're going to want to be able to do some quick research because something has come to mind and you think, oh, I want to go and check newspapers, to be able to just instantly put in the place and the time frame and have it, boom, go. I didn't have to spend 10 minutes trying to figure out how to write the right prompt so that it would respond to me. Let's talk about kind of some practical applications. Things, just anything repetitive that you do that you might already be using AI for. And if you're new to AI, no problem, you're in the right spot. Let me just give you some ideas of what AI can do for you. Things like transcribing documents. Okay, we don't just say, here's a document, transcribe it. We want to give it some parameters about how you want it done, the format that you want it to come back in, whatever you want, you can put that in the prompt. Newspaper research, letters, extracting information. Maybe you've got stuff. I think about all the clippings I have. I want to go back and have AI transcribe it for me or extract information. Show me the relationships of the people within the obituary. I want it to translate records, develop research questions and research plans. Under gems, you'll notice that Google has already set up some gems for you. Okay. So you can see here, coding partner. That is a little, we'll call them apps. The gems are like apps. And this is pre-prompted. Is that a word? Pre-prompted to generate code for you, like coding language. And there's more. So as we scroll, notice there's a scroll right here for the middle section for gems. They have Chess Champ, Brainstormer, Career Guide, Learning Coach, and Writing Editor. A quick way to display that on your main screen, click Gems Manager. Okay. This is like your home page of the dashboard of Gemini. And we can see all these pre-made gems that Google has prepared for us. And when we click show less or more, you can see all of them. There's about 6 right now, but let's start creating your own gems. You can see I've created a couple of gems here. I'm going to click new gem, and that's what you'll do to get started. Let's do something really simple. I'm going to call this genealogy joke. I know this is not a big important thing, but I want to give you a sense of what this does. Write a really funny joke about genealogy that would appeal to a large audience. Okay? I just gave it some basic instructions of what I wanted it to do. Now, in your instructions on the download cheat sheet, you'll notice it says sign in. So I am signed in to Gemini. I'm using the free version, but I'm using my Google account. And you can tell that I'm signed in because in the upper right-hand corner, you can see my face there. Longer hair. Did you notice? This is the debut of my actual hair again. After chemo last year and I lost it all, it took a while to get it back, but that's what the new short do is about. So it's the real thing. I am logged in, which means all of this stuff is available to me. And I could ask Gemini to improve this for me because chances are whatever I wrote isn't quite detailed enough for whatever Gemini needs to do a good job. See this little wand right here at the bottom of our prompt box? That's the magic wand. And if you click it, it's going to reformat and look at that, really expand your prompt for you. This is kind of your prompt writing assistant. I really like this feature at Gemini. This is nice because obviously AI knows what it needs to do a good job of writing a prompt. Now, before I run this, I want to just read through real quickly what they did for me to make sure that it does match what I want to accomplish. Generate humorous jokes about genealogy that appeal to a wide audience. Create original, clever, witty, relatable. Avoid using offensive language. Okay, I'm good with that. Behaviors and rules. What's the initial request? Acknowledge the user's request for a genealogy joke. Ask the user if there's any specific preferences. So you can actually make the prompt ask you questions. Like my newspaper research prompt asks, if you don't tell it a place, it'll say, well, where would you like to find newspapers? And it will prompt you as the user. So create a joke that's relevant, keep it original, delivery and response. What's the tone? Maintain a playful and humorous tone, be enthusiastic and passionate. So you can tweak these. And down here, we have knowledge. So if you have examples of awesome genealogy jokes and you put them, let's say, in a PDF, you could click the plus sign and you could upload your PDFs to give Gemini even a better sense of what it is you want this final outcome to look like. Save, because Gemini does not auto-save. So right up here in the right-hand corner, I'm going to click save. Haven't even tested it yet, but I want to make sure that it is there and created. Okay, so it says you can start your chat. Now, I'm going to click out of this because I want to ask the first request, and then I might want to edit this based on how it goes. So I'm just going to say joke. Press enter. All right, you're looking for a genealogy joke. I'm ready. Do you have any specific preferences? Maybe a joke about brick walls, DNA testing. Let's do a brick wall joke. Brick wall joke. Okay, here's some of my favorites. Here you go. What did the frustrated genealogist say to their unresponsive ancestor? I've hit a brick wall and it seems you're the brick. I like that. That's cute. Okay. So you can see that works really, really well. Okay, next up, I want to walk you through specific ways to write great prompts to make your gems even better. And I want to give a shout out to Goldie May. It's another great tool for genealogy research for sponsoring this video. So Goldie May is genealogy research software, and it was featured in Family Tree Magazine's Best Websites podcast, which I also host. And that's really how I became familiar with it. Goldie May can speed up your research. It can untangle your family tree, and best of all, it helps keep you organized. So do you have 50 web browser tabs open at a time? Goldie May can save them for you. Do you need a research log? We all need a research log. Goldie May can help you keep one automatically. Do you pull out paper to figure out your research? Goldie May has visual tools that can help you do that and a lot more. So Goldie May doesn't replace the genealogy programs that you use, but instead it works with them. But you know what it might replace? The sticky notes all around the edges of your computer screen, or all those papers on your desk, the places where you keep notes and figure out your research. That's really where Goldie May shines. It's worth giving it a try. There's a lot that you can do for free, or you can get a discounted subscription and get all the bells and whistles at goldiemay.com/genealogygems. They've set this up just for all of you. It's goldiemay.com/genealogygems. Now, writing a prompt. You could do more to help Gemini help you. And so over here, we're going to go to click our Gems Manager. I'm going to get back to the main page. And we click here, New Gem. Okay, so if I was going to do one for location guides, here in the instructions, you'll notice in your handout that I've got prompt starters. And I think these are just core things. Many of these are things that Gemini recommends. Persona, context, task, format, example, and tone. You could create a gem for creating prompts if you wanted to, where this is all pre-programmed. So if I was doing persona, who are you? I'm a genealogist with 40 years of experience and expertise. This reply needs to be something that somebody with a lot of experience is going to want to do. Our next thing was context. It's really about what's happened or what is this for? I'm about to do extensive genealogy research in the area of Winthrop, Minnesota in Sibley County, and I need comprehensive information about that location. That's the context. That's the scenario. The next thing is the task. Create a comprehensive location guide for the requested location. We're going to tell it the format. I want it to avoid extensive narrative, give me more bullet points, make sure you include all the most important features, always include a website link when possible. Example. Now, if you have an example of a location guide that you created, upload that PDF to Gemini. And finally, tone, whether this is snarky or professional, concise, super clear, educationally focused, whatever you want to put in there is fine. You don't have to do these things, but you can. And then when we click the magic wand, it's going to really give us an even richer, better prompt that we can then read through, just kind of make sure we're happy with everything there, tweak it if you need to, and save it. A pro tip, you can use Gemini and the magic wand to create prompts and use those in other AIs. Okay, so let's go look at one that I've already created over here in the Gems Manager. Notice there's 3 little dots for each of the gems I've created. So we can click this one and we can make a copy, but notice the little pen mark? That's edit. So I can come back and edit. So it did a really good job of making this instruction. So I could take this and copy the entire thing and go over to Grok, drop it in. And in fact, you want to do that? Let's do it. I'm going to do Control C. Then I'm going to come over here and here's Grok. Okay. So Grok is the other AI that I got a subscription to. So I'm going to paste. There's the entire prompt and I will click Go. It understood as well. You have to tell me which place and which time frame. So I'll just tell it Winthrop, Minnesota, 1850 to, let's say, 1930. Here it comes, doing a beautiful job. So it'd be really interesting to compare the two. And that's a nice way to kind of, as these different AIs are developing, contrast and compare and see which one is really doing the best job for the kinds of tasks that you want to do. So know that you can use the tools of one and then take it over into another one. But this one's really doing it. That's amazing. And I love it. It gave me the URL. It does the name and the years of access, how you get access, a research tip for that one. I would almost say this is a little better than what Gemini did, which is interesting. Because I told Gemini really specifically the format that I wanted. I wanted it to be super easy to come through here and look at bullet points and always have the information given in the right order. When I didn't tell Gemini specifically, put the information in this order, it was putting it in different orders for each website, which made it difficult for me to quickly scan through and follow along and do the research. I don't want to have to think that hard about it. Just be aware, when they first announced Gems, they talked about it like it was going to be only for subscribers. But when they launched it for free. That tells me eventually it will become probably only for subscribers. My guess is they will say something like, well, there's going to be a limit of 5 gems, let's say, and if you want more, then you can subscribe to Gemini and get more that way. So Gemini Advanced is about, right now, you can get a 1-month free trial for free and then pay $20 a month to get it from there. When you think about how much time you're saving and what things it could do that either Ancestry is doing or couldn't do, or your genealogy software you always wished it could do. So you might find that this is really, really a good value. Have fun with this. Go in the comments. Let me know how you're using it and some ideas that you have for ways you're going to be doing it. We're going to be certainly exploring it more in the future. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. I will talk to you soon.